Hey, what's up guys, it's Marv and welcome back to another Carx Street video. Today I'm going to cover the 0.9.3 update, and I know it's been a while since my previous Carx Street video and I didn't cover a lot of the updates that came out since then, but 0.9.3 is pretty darn big, and as you'll see in the title, it does involve getting a free car, so I wanted to share the update with you guys just to let you guys know, and it's slowly getting a bit more exciting because I can see the game building up to the 1.0 update, which supposedly is going to be very big, but here in the 0.9.3 update, there are definitely some things I want to cover, and what you're seeing right now is me collecting a couple of signs that are posted throughout the map that you can go on a hunt for, although you can also just look up a YouTube guide to get it, and at the end you'll get a free car. Now, it's nothing crazy, it's just the Mitsubishi Eclipse, or I believe they call it the HCL in game, and it's a front wheel drive car. I don't think this has many upgrades, if any at all, but it has a nice looking body kit on it, and if you're like me, you already have one of these cars, you can sell this car for $40,000, which will let you upgrade some of your other cars in the garage. But for new players, this is a great way to get a new car, and it will give you a nice platform to upgrade. But I think in this game you definitely want a rear wheel drive car, although if you're like me and you just love the Audi TT, you're kind of stuck on all wheel drive. But anyway, that's the first part about this update. Go ahead and jump right into it and get a free car. Now we're going to skip the customization updates because I'm going to do that later. So you have a car delivery game mode, which you can see on the map here, and basically you can drive a predetermined car to a final location and get some free cash, which is awesome. This is a nice mix up from the couple of game modes or farming modes that we already have. I like that this definitely is a longer mode, so it lets you explore more of the map, and it also lets you play with some cars if you don't already have them in your garage like me. So this was a nice opportunity to try out some of those cars that I haven't played with yet. There's 3 stages, and each stage will give you a bit more cash, I believe, so you can work your way through them to unlock more. Now you do have to pay to unlock them, so you have to put in an initial investment, which is kind of annoying, but with each subsequent upgrade you do get more money per race, so this will be good for farming in my opinion. But if you see a race that is just right next to you, it might be quicker to get cash that way instead of only committing to this game mode. So I haven't worked out the math or anything, but it's just a nice change to see, and it will let you mix up how you farm in this game. Another little small feature that you might have missed is that there's a button on your speedometer, and that will let you turn on and off your headlights. Now I just want to cover the couple of changes before we get into the customization. They added a new car, the CRN, and when you're in multiplayer for matchmaking, you now get into a race with a car of your same class, which is so nice because now you either won't get obliterated by a class that is way above your own, or you'll also won't get matched against a car that is just starting out and it's sort of boring because you drive right past them. Now we actually have some form of performance-based matchmaking in this game, which is awesome, and it definitely will help multiplayer. The bosses now have unique cutscenes and appearances, and they each have their own little personality. I've completed all of them, I believe, so I don't know if I can get footage of that, but they also improved the input for controllers, and the tutorial has been improved a bit. So let's get into the customization. I'm going to hop into the game live with my Audi TT, and I'll go through all of the new customization options. Alright, so I'm in my souped up Audi TT, which I'm still going to upgrade all the way, but anyway, here we come to a styling shop here, and I'll go in just to show you guys what's new in this update. And here you can see the styling section, which I don't believe was there previously. So there's a ton of stuff that will let you customize the interior and exterior of your car. So yeah, you got the steering wheels, which of course you can see all of the custom like racing steering wheels, and this Recar X definitely seems like it's a Recaro knockoff, which I find really hilarious. But yeah, all these steering wheels look sick, and as far as I'm aware, they don't have any effect on your stats. So in some of the other visual customization options in this game, they actually do affect your handling stats, whereas here they don't. You can customize the color of each of these wheels, which is cool, and you can individually customize like the cover or the different parts and the spokes. So yeah, the steering wheel customization in this game has just, you know, gone up a whole new level, which is awesome, although I do like stuff stock, so yeah, I'm a bit of a weird dude, but here you can also change your handbrake, which completely removes like this, custom center console thing from Audi, which I find really hilarious. I don't think there is a handbrake in the newer Audi TTs. I know in mine there is a physical handbrake, but obviously this, this is a bit overkill, and I'm not going to see this all that often. But yeah, you can do that, as well as the gearbox. You can change the shifter, which in an automatic car doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I guess if you get one that is a manual, this makes more sense. You can also customize the seats as well, which I do have to say look pretty darn cool. I'm definitely going to think about changing the seats in the car, but you can of course do it for the passenger side as well. And as with the steering wheel, you can also change the color of the seats, which I'm definitely going to do eventually. I'm going to definitely change it to orange on orange because I'm a maniac like that. Now we move on to the exterior stuff, and here you can see the brake rotors you can change, and I don't believe you can further customize the color, which I guess makes sense, but again, it doesn't seem like this will affect your handling at all, so not sure what the point of changing this will be, especially if depending on the rims you have. Like mine are pretty crazy rims, you won't really be able to see it that well. But next is my favorite part, the underglow. Now, unfortunately, it is premium currency, but it's not that much. I guess it'll take you like 3 races to get, but it doesn't look like much happened. But this, because this is the front and I have a pretty big splitter here, but you can click the color wheel option, and there you can really customize the option for your neon, which is awesome. Now it says simple here, so maybe that means in the future they will add different, types of maybe neon animations or whatnot, which would be sick. But you can do the front, you can do the sides, and of course you can do the rear to complete all sides of the car. Next up, we have a couple of effects that you can customize. Firstly, we have the backfire effect of the exhaust. Now, between the first and second one here, I don't see that much of a difference, but with the third one, you can see that definitely makes a big difference. Now, I believe with the stock, you can change the color. Only the green really seems to make that big of an effect. I guess the green and the red. But yeah, it's definitely cool. I would say save up for this last one here because I think it looks the most, well, I guess it makes it look the most different compared to the second and the first one. I guess the first one just looks a bit bigger. But you can also do that for the nitro effect as well. And just as with the backfire effect, I think the last one here definitely looks better. So I'm going to save up for those as well. Now the front light color you can change now, but on the Audi TT on this body kit that I have, it seems to only affect like the left side, or I guess the passenger side here, which is really weird. But you can customize the color a bit more, and of course the saturation and brightness, which is cool. But I guess you can kind of see that it does have some subtle effect, but it is sort of hard to tell when you're actually in the game. And last but not least, you can change the smoke color, which is awesome. Now, hopefully this year I'll be getting a new phone, which will let me actually put on the smoke effect in this game, because it definitely lets you drop the frame rate when you have the smoke intensity up to a high. But this is going to look absolutely sick. Alright, so here I'm outside of the shop. I haven't really put anything on just because I'm going to save up for definitely the premium stuff, so like the premium flames and all that sort of stuff. These options are awesome. I'm so glad to see, and of course I assume that they are definitely expanding this to add more options, more customization, more things to buy and whatnot. So it's awesome to see all of these new customization features for the interior. It makes the interior cams that much more important, and it definitely encourages you to use it more often, because I think a lot of games should have these cockpit cameras. Like, I think it would be cool in other games, so I'm glad to see it in Carx Street. Makes it feel more authentic and more real. But that was the big update for 0.9.3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, let me know your thoughts about the update and the current situation for Carx Street in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys later.